Hello, good people. Welcome to our show. Hello, bad people. Welcome to our show. Hello, guys. Welcome. Today we are going to discuss more about video ads and even more we are going to touch about how you can use this format for Amazon, how you can get results with Amazon video ads. It's not only for Google, YouTube, TikTok. It works well for Amazon. I'm so excited to discuss this topic with Prabhat Shah. How are you?
I'm good, Anatoly. Thanks for inviting me for today.
Yeah, big pleasure. It's unique topic. Um, I often duplicate topics from different experts because everyone has own opinion, strong sides. But I didn't have topics about Amazon video ads. I'm looking forward because my customers are looking for ways how to extend marketing messages. I think my audience wants to know how to increase sales revenue. Uh, Before we start, just tell more about yourself, experience, background, and anything that can help our listeners to learn more about you.
Excellent, thank you. So I've been in Amazon industry for last more than 10 years. In the start of my career, I worked for a company in house where I learned various things within Amazon. Then after working for a few years there, I came out and we started working as a freelancer. So at the moment, I manage a group of team and we work with Amazon accounts and eBay as well, but Amazon being the predominant. And we work with the content, the advertising part, and the creatives part of Amazon.
Awesome. Uh, can you tell the difference to create or film videos for Amazon with Facebook, TikTok, YouTube? Because the main reason why I'm asking about that, almost everyone is busy and I cooperate with a lot of busy companies. But we can repurpose content on different formats. So can we do it with Amazon to repurpose content, and what kind of difference we need to consider?
Absolutely. To answer to your question about repurposing, yeah, absolutely, you can do. And like all the platforms, TikTok has their own format, Facebook has their own format. Like that, Amazon sponsor ads. We are specifically talking about sponsor ads. Amazon sponsor ads video has its own format. So we'll be talking a little bit more later on. But there are certain guidelines on formats. Just for example, the video mustn't be more than 45 seconds, and even if it is 46 seconds, the system will reject that video itself. Other things like, for example, on the right hand side bottom, on the right hand side sorry, corner part, we mustn't put any logo or anything. It has to be left empty, because when there is a sound on the video, on the right hand side bottom part, Amazon automatically applies the mute button, and if something else is there, it will be distracting. So some of the formats like that needs to be followed while creating video ad. Another thing you've touched base is about being busyness. Yeah, like everybody, everything else, people are busy doing things. So what you could do is any video that you've created for any other platform, you could convert that into Amazon's sponsored video format, and there are certain guidelines for that, and perhaps it will be best to put some links later on along with this podcast to show the different guidelines. But there are tools out there that can help you speed up. So if you are not, for example, not everyone is video expert, or not everyone knows how to use Adobe software and things like that. And for us, we've got a really magic tool called Canva, and a lot of us might have heard of that using for image editing, but you can also use that to create a Amazon sponsored ad video. In fact, there is a format readily available there, so you can repurpose what you got for other platforms.
Yeah, love it, love it. You mentioned about the length. Can you specify more how to find the best balance with length, like a few minutes, 1 minute? You mentioned that we need to use less than more than 45 seconds. Am I
Less
right?
than 45 seconds, yeah. So it needs to be less than 45 seconds.
Hmm.
Um, and if it is beyond that, then Amazon will reject that. So that is
Okay.
one of the criteria.
Hmm.
Um, and then you could also say there is a limit of 15 seconds to start with. And
Hmm.
also, there is a size limit of 500 megabytes. So these are all available, readily available on Amazon platform, which we can share that with you later on uh,
Hmm.
as well. Um, and in terms of sound, because we are talking about specifics, we can might as well talk a little bit more. So in terms of sound, it can have no sound, or you can have it with sound. So it's optional. I know lots of videos there within Amazon Video app, there is no sound, but obviously having that sound makes it a lot more effective.
Hmm. Awesome. Awesome. Uh, Can you tell about the intro of any video? According to data, people bounce fast watching any video. For example, on YouTube, 80% of users bounce in the first 20 seconds. So they can leave the video, forget about that. It's the same on TikTok. You know, when I watch TikTok, I usually do it like this with my finger, a lot of movements. And I think we need to win our customers in the beginning, to provide a solid reason, even if we have a short video, to provide a reason to watch this video. Can you tell how to do it, how to hook them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the reason why Amazon is doing short video there is they know the attention span of the customers. So that's one of the reason they are doing it very very short videos. So the way I would say to create a video is to want to get attention in the first 30 seconds of the video. The core message, we need to put it out in the first few seconds. It could be within 5 to 10 seconds, we need to put the core message out. The other things like putting the right keywords in. So I know the video is not searchable there, but the keyword are there for a reason. So if there are any relevant keywords that you already know about the product and that is relevant, we need to put as a part of the video, maybe talking about the product itself. And to get that attention span, when the video needs to be more educational. For example, if you are selling a particular makeup product, maybe doing a demo of that product will be more attractive to an audience, so that they learn about the product very quickly. And also connecting with that audience itself, that's very important. As we know, the video is all about that emotional connection to their audience. So anything that will help you to connect with an audience, that's a really good part.
Hmm.
And also building a brand is another area that we need to use video for. So for example, using a logo as a part of the video, that will help people m- not memorize but understand the logo, or understand the brand uh, for long term. And that there's two purpose for that. A, if somebody is aware of that brand already, then they build connection to that. If somebody is not aware of that brand, then even if they don't buy the product, or if they don't click on the product next to the video, at least people are aware of that brand itself.
Yeah, valuable, valuable. uh, Prabhat, I want to ask about one famous quote from Mark Twain. And he said, I have no time to write a short letter. That is why I usually write a long one. I love this quote. It's a big struggle because I always want to share a lot, many benefits, but it's hard in short format. So we need to cut the fluff. We need to leave only important information and go ahead with that. It concerns any format. Uh, can you tell how to learn customers' pain points before filming, creating this video content, and to give them only the most important benefits?
Yeah, so with the product, with the video connection there. So if we talk about um, the product itself,
Mhm.
that can help engage the audience and they can get the quick benefit about the product itself. Um, so within that video content that you are trying to create, I think we need to highlight the benefits of the product itself and why they are going to, what's the benefit of using the product. And that will allow people to understand the product in a very short span of time when they watch that video.
Mhm, mhm. Uh, let's talk about creativity. Creativity is very important, and I remember a famous story about Lloyd Richards. He published a book 11 years ago, and he spent 14 years to write a single book. 14 years, yeah, more than a decade. It's a lot. Then he couldn't sell this book. He spent some marketing and sales budget, but he couldn't get great results, just random sales. Then his daughter posted content on TikTok on account with 0 followers to get 50 million views, a lot of views. One of these views was mine because I want to know how to get 50 million views. And what I like the story because authentic video with story less than a minute could earn customers' attention. And today, this book is bestseller on Amazon. So great success. I want to ask about creativity. It's not like to create content that competitors have, many other companies can create, but how to stand out from the rest in video Amazon ads.
Yes, I think really, really good question. So I think when we think about creativity, it links up to the knowledge of the product. And as a founder, as a creator of the brand, um, nobody else knows more about your product than yourself. So when we think about the creative side, it doesn't always have to be a particular type of video. You could even talk about your brand story. How did you bring up that brand? And that is something, I think it's not available to anybody else because it's your product, and only you know how the product came in, how you came up with the idea, and you could include those side of the story within the video, and that is the creative side that can help you sell that product. Because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, people want to listen through you, right? So even if we not this maybe not always somebody who is a paid model or something like that, people want to listen to you, so they connect with your brand, and this is an opportunity for you to shine with your product when you do the video with Amazon.
Yeah, great. I want to ask about money. I can't avoid the question about money. Right now, I only have my iPhone close to me, but I want to ask how many millions I need to spend to buy this expensive equipment to film such video content for Amazon from your experience.
Look, so in terms of creating content, it's not very expensive within Amazon Video. To be precise, you would only pay when somebody clicks on your ads anyway. So there is no cost for viewing. Well, there are options there, but you can choose not to pay when someone doesn't click on the video. To create the video, any simple device can work very well. And nowadays, even phone, most of the phones got very high definition camera. You don't need a digital SLR for that. With respect, the professional people do a great job, but if you don't have that resources in house, you could do a video with your phone, use tools like Canva to put that in a format that you wanted, because you can put the text with the video, and you want to put text in the video because you want to talk about different USPs of the product. So in some ways, it's actually your cost of creating video is zero.
Mhm.
using all these your existing device and the Canva itself. I'm sorry, I'm repeating that Canva again and again, but you can use any other tools there as well.
Yeah,
Um,
of course, Canva is great, and we have a bunch of tools online, including AI tools. And I remember once I asked one of our offers to film videos about trading because we can help many clients on this niche. And but he's from Pakistan, and he has a terrible pronunciation, even worse than mine, you know. And but he posts content on Forbes, Investopedia, great websites. He has extended experience, but terrible pronunciation. And he sent me a few videos. I deny them. Tell we need to work with your pronunciation. We need to change something. We can sell by having these videos to American audience. And then he sent me a new format with a clear female American voice. I asked, who did it? He replied, "It's me." No, 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 it's not you because it's women. And he replied, "No, no, it's AI, AI." Ooh, I was shocked. You know, AI can surprise, you know, a lot today, even uh, in video and audio formats. Uh, I want to ask about metrics. We are marketers, and marketers analyze metrics. Uh, and I see when people chase value metrics, like how many views they can get, or how long you can retain the audience. But for me, and I think especially for Amazon, it's important how this video can sell. Tell about metrics that we need to analyze and how to measure this success.
Yes, sure. So with videos, they've got, you can measure the views, you can measure the clicks, and obviously you can measure the spend and the sale itself. So at the end of the day, you would want to measure the most important part is the sales part of any ads itself. Um, so if I show you, let me quickly share one quickly screen here. So let me try that.
Okay, for audio listeners, we are explaining and leave the link where you can check all this information.
Sure. So this is the advertising we've created amongst different clients, and this is a particular example of one account. So you can see the impressions, clicks, the spend, and orders and sales. And for somebody who is running the Amazon ads, they may have run the sponsored product ads already. They may have run the sponsored display ads. So you can see the cost of sales. It's not the only the measure of success, but one of the measure of success is lowered cost of sales. So as you can see here in this particular example, obviously I've taken the good example so that you can be inspired today and start testing the video ads yourself. So the cost of sales here, you can see most of them are less than 10%. And what I wanted to show you by this result is that your video ad is not always expensive. It can be cheaper as well, and you can comparatively run that in line with sponsored product ads as well. And sometimes we have to wait and things like that. There are lots of theory behind that, and you don't have to. If you've started to launch a new product, there is no reason why you shouldn't run the video ad, because the video ad is going to help you raise that brand awareness. Okay, you may not get sale, understand, because your product is new. Maybe you didn't put the right keyword in, understood, that's fine. But at least you are raising that product awareness and early on, and you want to do that when you're launching a new brand.
Awesome, awesome. Um, I often speak with companies why they use more Google and Facebook ads and ignore LinkedIn ads, Amazon ads, and the most common reply, we have no enough features. And on LinkedIn, some experts can create own features, to use more data and create good results. What about Amazon? For companies who can think that Google and Facebook ads can decide all their problems and they still can ignore Amazon ads, can you tell about features? Uh, do you have enough features settings on Amazon to get results or not?
Yeah, so there are lots of different features there with both there are two types of video ads. One is what they call sponsored brand ads, and another one they call it sponsored display ads. So with the brand ads, initially you could target uh, for customers to visit your page. That is one. There's also now new options they've added called impression share. So you can actually drive impressions to your video ads. That's new options there, which is interesting because if you've got a store designed within your Amazon storefront, then you can drive people to your store through your video ad, which is interesting itself. And in terms of another feature of the video ad, which is brand video ad, is driving customers to the product page. So that is one. So you could drive a customer to a product page, and there is limitations because you can drive customer to only one page. But also, if you got a store design, you can drive customer to the store page as well. And you can imagine if you got a storefront, you want to drive traffic to the storefront because your customer may want to buy a product and that customer may want to buy another complementary product. So you'd be increasing the basket value of that particular order. Well, there is chances. Obviously, there's no guarantee, but there is chances. So, talking about another feature there within the sponsor brand video, you could target a keyword which is relevant to your product, and also you could target a product. So you could target a competing product, for example, with your video ad. And what's interesting there is when you target a product within the video ad, your video ad will appear against the keyword that is ranking that product. So it's like running an automated ad and finding out and discovering the new keywords that you've never imagined that would have either generated a clicks or generated sales. And we've seen this a lot of times when we run the video ad, when we target a particular product or within the product and target category, where we are finding out that customers are finding our product with a keyword that we've never thought of. So when you do test it, test the product targeting, and you can put in your competitors ace in there, and you will see your product uh, video ad appearing against the keyword ranking your competing product, which of course you may not have known before you do the advert.
Mhm.
So, so there is another part, and it's. I know it's a long conversation I'm going through there. So I just wanted to finish up some of the features there which you asked. So when we talk about display ad, and the display ad is very interesting there because it will allow you to target your ad to increase the reach. So that means you will get higher number of impressions, and you could also target an ad to increase the page visits. That means you'll get a lot of page visits. Then there is a third one where you can target the display ad to increase the conversion. So all these automated things are built in to this platform, to this Amazon video ad platforms that you can utilize and test it. Not everything is going to work for everyone. You may not test everything, but it's you may not want to not do and trial things. So it's good to test it out, even if it doesn't work after some time. Um, so with the display ads, again, you can target what they call contextual targeting. I'm sure this is a really old topic maybe for Google Ads, but with Amazon, they are changing, they're evolving, new things, new stuff is coming all the time. So you could do contextual targeting where you'd target customers who's visited a relevant products or categories. You can target audience. So when you target audience, you can do what we call retargeting, which is again not a new topic for somebody who's doing Google ads or Facebook ads. You can do that for Amazon video ads as well. So you could target advertised products, and you can look back audience within last 30 days who may have bought the product or who may have just visited the product. That is related one. You can also do what they call similar to advertised products. Again, here this is a remarketing. So all these features allow you to expand your video ads. And imagine when there is a season uh, like this, so Christmas is coming, and you want to retarget some of the customers. You may have want to retarget some of the customers who may not have bought the product which is competing. They may have viewed the product. You can target all those things with these display ads. So you are actually building that audience and capitalizing them through these video ads. So these are some of the features. I'm sure there are more than what I've explained, but these are some of the features that I've seen with the display and the brand video ads.
Awesome. I wanna ask about keywords. You mentioned a few times about keywords. I usually track how many times you can tell some specific words, and I lost my track. So you mentioned many times keywords, and I know it's important to use negative keywords in Google Ads, and I know some companies got results after using plus 5,000 negative words. I remember about this company sells battery for electric cars. But if you use batteries, you can find a lot of batteries for iPhone, smartphone. So it might confuse more. And they got results after finding 5,000 negative keywords. Can you tell how it's important to use negative keywords on Amazon? Because user intent is commercial. It's not like on Google. People can find search for info content. But what about Amazon?
Yeah, absolutely. So Amazon has made it very, very easier to find out what has worked and what hasn't worked. So you could download easily the user keywords,
Mhm.
and you could figure out what keyword has converted. I gotta say that a lot of times not all the relevant keywords convert, and there is a dilemma for marketers or as a brand whether you want to add that non-converting keywords as negative or not. I'll leave that. I'm not going to tell you what to do today, but I'll leave that for your judgment. But because sometimes if it is a relevant keyword, they may not convert in a particular period of time, but they may convert at later period of time. So it's always good to have that internal sort of a target. So if you can say that if the keyword is relevant but it has not generated sales uh, up to spend of $20, then I may want to put negative.
Mhm.
But to summarize what you've asked the question, yes, you can add negatives. Amazon has made it easier to go and look for user keywords within the reports. It's not hidden at all. There is something called search terms, and you can download it and find out whether that's working or not in terms of conversion or relevancy, and you can put them into a negative very easily. There
Mhm.
is negative exact and negative phrase. So you do need to think about if you do add negative exact, then if somebody types in the exactly the same word, your advert will not work. But if you do phrase negative, then you've got more combinations of that word that's not going to work. So be very mindful before you use negative phrase.
Yeah, got it, got it. Prabhat, I wanna ask about even how to compare video ads and common ads. And I know many companies are lazy with that to create video ads. It's the same like to writing blog posts or filming videos on YouTube. We have 50 million YouTube channels and 2 billion blogs, a lot of blogs because it's simple to write than to film. But for me, I think it's more simple to film because we have iPhone, you can film any video, just probably take some time to edit. But writing a great blog post or content takes more time, deep research, to spend time with that. It's not competitive. And I see the same on paid ads when it's simpler to write paid ads than to film videos, to create these video ads. Can you compare the data and explain why video ads can bring more benefits and why?
Yeah, sure. So I think we need to think about where does your video ads appear in the search result. And it's really, really important to understand that because um, there is a enhanced positions when you think about video ads. So if you talk about positioning, I think let's start with that. So video ads positions is different to your normal ads position. So video ads can appear from the left hand side to the right hand side. It takes the full space, and that in itself is really good for the brand positioning. Um, so, secondly, when you look at video ads, it can appear on the top of the search page as well, on the right, the topmost position. It can also appear on the product pages, and all of these positions are very prominent, meaning is large. So when you think about mobile device, basically the video ad will take the full mobile device space screen. So you can imagine how powerful that can be for a brand to be a larger presence like that. And if you compare that with the sponsor product ads, the space of sponsor products ad naturally is much lesser than the video ad itself. And also another position which is very interesting and we found it very interesting is on the bottom left with the reviews. As you know, a lot of people read the reviews on Amazon or any other website, when you want to buy a product. And Amazon has included this video ad strategically on the left hand side of these reviews. So when somebody is reading for the reviews, they may see your brand appearing on the left hand side, and they are if the ad itself is very attractive, obviously the prices and all that do play a role, then you may win that sale itself. So all what I'm trying to say is the video ad positioning is really, really good. So keep talking about positioning. The video ad also appears on the features area. So when somebody is reading the features of somebody else's product, you can display your product video with that feature. So again, that is also attractive for somebody who's advertising the product itself. And when you look at mobile device, the video ad also takes up long space. Like desktop, when you scroll the product in the search result, you will see the video ad like on desktop as well. So I think positioning is the main key here. And
Mhm.
as you know, in the search result product pages, if you are not positioned correctly, the growth of the brand will be much slower than
Mhm.
having that positioning right from the early days.
Awesome, awesome. Got it. And I have a few my loved questions. I always ask them. My first question about failing. In my life, I made a lot of mistakes. I keep doing them. It's part of the job to make mistakes, to learn from them, to find the best solution. I can call it like learning experiments, not mistakes, but someone can call them mistakes. It doesn't matter. Um, can you tell what kind of mistakes or challenges business owners can meet on video ads on Amazon and your tips how to overcome all these problems?
Yes, sure. So sometimes what we have found, all of a sudden, meaning without without us knowing, a particular day brings up a lot of spend with a particular keyword without us thinking about it. That may have happened. So that has happened to us a couple of times. Luckily, it wasn't like a week long. We figured out in a couple of days that it was spending a lot. So it's good to monitor that sort of spend, at least 48 hours within. So sometimes when you do run the video ad, um, don't leave it too long. Check it within 48 hours if you are getting some spend or not. If you are getting spend, that if there is a really bad thing going in terms of spend without any sales, you could control it. So I'd suggest, yeah, reviewing every 48 hours will avoid any high spend in a particular day. And I can't explain why that happens, but it has happened to us.
Got it. I spoke with some companies that lost 500K in paid ads without getting even one lead. Zero leads, a lot of money. Uh, and I think it's normal to waste some money in marketing in paid ads when you test, when you analyze. But it's not normal when you lose 500K. Can you tell how to test in the right way without losing a lot of money and to find something that will work?
Yeah, so yeah, I don't think I'll sleep if I had lost that sort of money there. But so it's with Amazon. Maybe there is system in other platforms. So with Amazon, it's very simple. You can do a capping, budget cap. So if you're not sure, or if you want to protect the spend, you could cap the budget maybe $20 a day. You can do $10 a day, but doing too low, it's not going to help either. So you can cap that budget per day so that you don't overspend, and then you can get a valuable data with the amount of money you've spent, and that will completely not be in a situation where you lose thousands of pounds there.
Is it enough to spend like $10-20 a day? I think it can take a lot of time, to analyze, to figure out if it works. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things. We could put a $100 a day. It's
Mm-hmm.
about, there is no limit. But the my thought is having that low amount of testing
Mm-hmm.
allows you to test whether that particular ad works or not. You
Got
know,
it.
but the idea is if it works with a smaller scale, it should work with the larger scale as well.
Mm-hmm.
But also in some ad, putting lower bid, putting very low bid will not generate any impressions and clicks, and that's a waste of time. So you have to be a little bit bold, putting that relevant bids amount as well. And like every other ads platform, Amazon Ads also recommends certain bits, and that recommendation is there for a reason. You don't have to follow it if it is very higher bit. So, for example, $3 per click, and it is very common to see $3, $4, $5, $10 per click for the video ad because some of the keyword is very very competitive. And when Amazon is recommending that, and if you are putting 50% less bid than what Amazon is recommending, you are not going to get impressions.
Mm-hmm.
But also what we found when we bid $5 per click, it didn't use that $5 per click, but it allowed our advertising to at least appear in the search result. And we never paid that $5 per click, but it worked. So I
Mm-hmm.
think putting that brave move is good. And when you're putting $5 per click, your budget $20 is not going to work. Obviously you need to start putting $100 per day, so, or $200 per day to test it out. But monitor that. You've got that control yourself
Mm-hmm.
in hand. And does it take time to monitor that? I don't think so. Spending 10-20 minutes a day to monitor that result, it's not going to be difficult for you.
Mm-hmm. I have two questions left, but I can unite this question. It's a very tricky question, by the way. I wanna share some prediction from Jeff Bezos. I think you know this guy. And Jeff Bezos said that Amazon will be bankrupt in one day. He shared these thoughts on meeting with Amazon team, and he added that we need to procrastinate this date as much as possible. So everything has the end. Everything. Amazon is strong today. It takes decades, to replace some big brands, huge brands, and even customers will change attention to other platforms. That's okay. You can, if you have experience with Amazon, Google, it doesn't matter. If you have experience how to create video ads, you can switch attention to other platforms. So I think we are safe here because marketers on TV and radio didn't lose their jobs. They adapted to digital. But I want to ask about Amazon future. Can you forecast what kind of future will be in Amazon? Because AI can steal attention. And for example, uh, I disagree when someone can tell that AI can't steal traffic from Google. The last time I'm asking a lot of questions on AI because I can't find answers on Google. For example, I decided to buy Tesla. I asked on Google, can I use self-drive feature in Florida? And Google shared a lot of articles and I couldn't find my this answer. I asked this question on Bart from Google and got this answer for a few seconds. Uh, for a few seconds. It's the same with many other things. I ask long questions on Bart or ChatGPT because I can get replies much faster, much better, quality replies. And I think Amazon will compete with such chatbots as well, like Google, like any other platforms. Can you predict what kind of future will be if Jeff Bezos can say that Amazon will be bankrupt? If we have new technologies are coming, Apple is going to launch augmented reality. I don't know how it will change our environment, but what I love that it's a quickly changing world. You need to adapt. You need to go ahead. So your prediction about the future.
Yeah, so I think you've rightly said what goes up will always come down. And I think if we look up the innovation within Amazon, the things they are changing, everyday things are changing. I think there is many years to come for Amazon to keep going. Just give you an example. You take an example of artificial intelligence. You could uh, you could see Amazon have innovated on that. So, for example, to do advertising, lifestyle images. At some point you need to take photo shoot for lifestyle image. Now Amazon have also, I think today in Unboxed, I've been following some people in LinkedIn. They are saying Amazon will allow lifestyle images within the ads platform itself. So that is an innovation like that. Trying the product, there is already technology out there where you can try your shoes or clothes before you purchase them. So that sort of innovation will continue um, for sellers to flourish on Amazon. And things like the service, and I think about the service of a different other providers, and look at the service for Amazon. you know, Getting the products returned so much faster, so much easier, and incomparable to any other platform itself. So this sort of service level, I think, will keep Amazon going for, I think, many years to come. um, but in terms of AI revolutions, I think Amazon has already started to adopt the technology, and it will continue that. Like, for example, suggesting the reviews. So Amazon may suggest, or maybe it's already doing that, I'm not aware of it, will suggest certain reviews which are relevant to the buyer itself. So summarizing them, things like that. So adopting that change will continue within Amazon, which we have already seen, and that will continue for Amazon to run for many more years.
Mhm. Yeah, okay, we'll see, we'll see. I don't know the future. Uh, I failed many times to predict the future, especially when I bought crypto. I got the feeling crypto will go up. It went down, so I'm not good with that. My crystal ball doesn't work. But I still have one question about your experience. What I found that I usually get good results with customers, companies that know what I do. So if they know, I mean, like to know the basic. It takes time to get experience, to pay attention, to provide results. But if you know the basic, you can speak in one language with experts, consultants, and can find the right way. And I also have students who are looking for a way to learn from scratch, who wanna compete with you in the future. So tell, uh, what will you do today if you started from scratch to get the basic?
Okay, so with video ads. I think that's what you're asking, perhaps.
Amazon Video Ads, yeah.
Yeah, so if we look at the from the scratch, I think the easiest bit is to find out um, how you work with the product itself. Because once you know how the product works, you can create that video much easier and effectively.
Yeah, got it, got it. Prabhat, it's a big pleasure to get on my show. I love this experience, so valuable. Tell the best way how to keep learning from you, how to reach out to you, how to follow you.
Okay, excellent. So I'm available. So you can contact me on onlineselleruk.com, and I'm also available on LinkedIn with my name. And if you've got any questions, if you may be thinking of doing, you may be at the edge of doing the video ads, and if you are not sure how to move forward, please drop me a line. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions related to that.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, love it, guys. You can find the link to LinkedIn account, to website in the description below. Listen us on Apple, Google, Spotify. Thanks again. Love it. Love it. So valuable. I recommend to anyone to follow Prabhat on social media because I follow. I need more valuable insights. I know it's tough to learn from one episode, but if you follow, you can get a lot more new skills, updating information, fresh data that will help you to become a much better marketer. Okay, guys, love you. See you.